What it do, what it do, what it do? This your boy Drop from Gotthedroptv, and y'all know what it is, man. Back in here again. You know, back at it again. We want to talk about the Alexis Ware case. Sending big support and love always to the whole Alexis Ware family. Um, there's still no real updates about the whereabouts of Alexis Ware. I just want to let everybody know to please keep a strong head and a strong heart and a strong mind, and just pray. The only thing that we can all do at this moment is just keep praying faithfully, that she is returned safely to her family. She has two loving kids, and her mother definitely has been putting all the work that she can to look for Alexis Ware. For those who are new to the channel, my name is Drop. This is Gotthedroptv. We've been following the Alexis Ware case for a minute now. I have reached out to the family. I'm in close contact with the family members of Alexis Ware, and to the ones that's been just spreading all type of bad news and publicity and conspiracy theories about the whole Alexis Ware case. I told y'all so many times that evil never prevails. Just be patient. I know that it was a long wait, for things to happen, and it seemed like things just wasn't going the way that it seems. But as you all see, I want to give y'all a little knowledge. There are people who channels been took, demonetized. They're not as big as they used to be. When you keep nailing that nail in the coffin, and you keep putting that work in, things will prevail. So for those who were spreading all the nasty words and the hatred and saying that they was for her and the family, or for Alexis Perry, and was just being messy, man, look, you got what came to you. It is what it is. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, you'll get the memo real soon, but I will say this: checkmate. Checkmate. Big checkmate. Salute to the family. Salute to the real supporters of Alexis Ware. Big checkmate. That's all I can say. You can't do what you do, and now some people got their panties in a bunch. The numbers is dropping, subscribers is dropping. It ain't real, it ain't valid. All the plays that's been ran, all the allegations, all the conspiracy theories, it got you nowhere. You ain't solved no case, you ain't solved nothing. You didn't help find even a little lead towards what was pushing or going on, so for those that don't know, that even though your channel is taken, you can still be on YouTube. You can still do your streams. You can still do your lives. You're just not going to be paid through the YouTube partnership program. And when you see people cursing more often in their videos that they didn't do before, that lets you know that their page was taken. For those who, I'm putting you up on game right now. For those who don't realize like what's going on, or how is this person still doing what they're doing, yeah, you can always make a video. You can always go live on YouTube. You're just not gonna get paid for it. Period. You stripped. that title has been removed. You still keep your little You still keep what they call that's correct. You can still keep your moderators. You still keep all that stuff. You just ain't getting paid. Things has dropped dramatically. And evil never prevails. You can't keep doing the same thing every video. Witches and warlocks, witchcraft, people coming to get me, they trying to line me up, man. It could only go but so long. But salute to the family. My prayers, and my family is praying also for your family, for the whereabouts of Alexis Ware. But yes, big checkmate. When you see people ranting and raving, and they getting all mad, and they kicking people off, and they booting them off, they got touched. Forget on the investigation. The investigation has been under investigation. The actions has been taken, and that it is what it is. You can still scream, hoot and holler, say whatever you want. You just not gonna get paid for it no more. So I'm just letting the viewers know who don't understand how the YouTube world work or what's going on. One fine factor that you can always know to tell that a person is demonetized is when they're cursing a lot, when they're starting to curse more and more throughout the videos. YouTube will give you a pass here and there for a few maybe curse words, but when you see the person constantly cursing or whatnot, they've been stripped. They've been stripped. They can say, I'm right here. I'm still doing my videos, goofy, dummy, whatever. None of that matters. Anybody that has been stripped of all ties can still make a video. They can still do what they do, unless they got some type of program that can block your camera from streaming live, or you change your email, whatnot. You will not get paid. So, not on Alexis Ware name anyway. So, salute to the family. And it ain't even all about that, but that's one of the things that was very bad, very, very bad going in the case. A whole bunch of theories and conspiracies and lies and things that was just put together and slandering on his family name has been a big monkey wrench in the case from the police to do the real job, because even though things can be fraudulent, they still have to take the time and watch the videos, or listen to the calls or the recordings or whatever, and still try to piece something together to try to get closer to the case, and it's just unfortunate, like, that we have people that will just do anything for a bag or a check or a few dollars. I want everybody to know that, like, even when you think things are good, believe me, this is all a facade. When I get on this camera, I can say I had this, I can say I had that. And a lot of people say they have this and that, they don't show it or whatnot. For a lot of people, this is their only livelihood. YouTube, and I'm not knocking it or bashing it. YouTube is their only amount of income, and for those who was getting knocked for having regular 9 to 5s, I salute you, because you never put all your eggs in one basket. For those who do work a 9 to 5, you can let your 9 to 5 elevate you, save your money to put that money into a business that you're really trying to branch off and grow. You got to start from somewhere. You got to strategize and formalize a plan to get to where you need to get. Some people call it fake it to make it, but however it means you need to do it, you do it. But you always have to have a plan and a strategy to how you do things. You can't. And for those, I need to let you know, please don't focus off of one resource. Always have different ways of income. Don't let YouTube numbers or the checks get you thinking that you just this big person and you on top of the world, because at any given time you can fall easily. Once the content dries up, once the title or the topic start falling off, and you just find yourself running in a circle to another case, or saying the same thing that was on the last case, and the last case before that, and the last case before that, people gonna start looking at you weirdly, and especially when you're making allegations about people slandering their name, the things that they build and work hard for, and that they're still working hard for, in the tragic state of mind that they're in due to whatever circumstance they're in, especially to the Alexis Ware family. My heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to them babies. My heart goes out to everyone of the Alexis Ware family, because I pray that I will never have to face anything like that, and there's nothing in the world that could prepare you for something like that, for a loved one to just disappear. Imagine you always having deep conversations with your loved one, whether it's your aunt, your mother, your sister, your brother, your wife, or anything, and you just used to seeing that person's face. You're just very used to seeing their face. You're used to having the communication skills. This person can talk to you, bring you down, and the time where you feel as though that you have no one to talk to, and that one person that you can talk to can humble you, give you humility, give you that push to elevate you to be great in life. And all of a sudden, that person's gone. You don't have no understanding why that person is gone. It's not like that person was murdered on the street and now you understand why this person is no longer here, because of a violent sense of crime that has taken upon that person that met them to their demise. But when you dealing with a missing person, it boggles your mind, it boggles your strength, your heart, because you don't know what happened to that person. You don't know what's going on with that person. You don't know if they're alive. You don't know if they're dead. You don't know if they're being held up somewhere. You don't know if they're being tortured. You don't know if they're being fed, not fed. You don't know what state they are in. At least in this, and I'm not trying to make lightly of the situation or make fun of the situation or even talk bad when I make this statement, but at least when people die, there's no more going through struggles. There's no more pain. There's no more, worries or anything like that. Far as I'm concerned, they're no longer here, but to have your mind boggled and keep praying to God and to be thinking that this person is no longer here, or is they still here, and finding hope in your heart and strength in your mind to think positive and to keep trying to move forward. It bears and it weighs down on you. I'm just saying these things to give everybody an open insight on life, real life, not YouTube life, not bloggers life, not platforms that just make up things. I'm just giving you inspirational life, period. And even though I'm not in that woman's shoes, Miss Alberta's shoes, I can sympathize and understand and think about, what if that was my child? What if that was my niece, my nephew, somebody that I'm very close to, and now they're gone, and the only thing that I have now is what they left behind, their kids. You have to understand that that's a big weight on your shoulders to carry, people. So I just say this to open your minds up and sympathize just a little bit more. You don't have to, wear everybody's cross or move because I'm asking you to move. I'm just trying to give you insight and understanding on the reality of the situation when it comes to certain topics. People downplay missing people cases because they think that maybe they ran away, maybe they just don't want to be bothered. But when you're used to seeing and talking to a person every day, that means you form a relationship. And when you form a relationship with that person, you're bound by that person and know how they move and how they may react to certain things. And for a person to be gone for 5 months now, and this woman is still holding strong. This family is still holding strong, getting that name out there, pushing firmly and strong, and to have different types of people that hate what you do, that despise what you do based on things that they wanted for themselves through you that you did not give them. The devil would throw all type of things your way to try to knock you off your pedestal. So I salute the whole Alexis Ware family for getting this woman name out there nationwide, worldwide, billboards, them badges that you made. I commend you, because you don't see many doing that. See, it's always when people do things differently and not following what they see other people do in their tragic state that makes people point you out. And when they point you out, they try to knock you down and downplay the way that you move and how you're moving upon what you're trying to reach your goal to, or finding a loved one. But I salute you. And my prayers go out to you for making those badges, for making them t-shirts, for celebrating her birthday, that day of life, for keep pushing for Alexis Ware. I commend you, because there are a lot of people who have missing children that don't even do that much. Forget the nasty and negative things that people are saying. You know your strength, you know your heart, you know your words, and God knows your justice. And justice will be brought. So keep doing what you're doing. Do not let anybody discourage you. Miss Alberta, Miss Trina, Travis, the father, the Jasmine, everybody. Do not let no one discourage you, because hope will come, the light will come, and it will shine brightly on you. And this is just a little tip of the YouTube world that's being broke down after so many months of torture and slander and whatever. It is, you can't put a mute on a person's mouth, but you can take away their income, you know. And some people been eating off of this woman's name for too long, too long, eating off that name, you know, just because. And the same things that you put out here as trying to open people's eyes are the same tactic and tools that you were using the whole entire time. It's not even giving game when you call yourself giving game behind what you see other bloggers doing, or you talk about, oh, I was the first one to do this or that, and then you try to break down what another person is going to do. You're only breaking down yourself. And this is one-on-one. You're only breaking down all the tactics that you use that you possibly don't use anymore because you done moved further. This is part of the 48 laws of power, the smoke screen, people. Pay attention. When people try to deflect and they keep trying to give you ways on how people are trying to manipulate or run plays, that's because they ran them first. That's because they ran them first. And you can't keep running the same place for so long. This family has ran no play. This family has made no grand ass scheme to make money. You see none of them buying new cars, houses, going to trips on Bahamas, or anything of that sort. Any little thing that these people do, they've been under the microscope, to pictures, to going out to celebrate their own celebration of life, their birthday, their special holidays for their loved ones. They've been antagonized for so long. And it's making people miss what is really at stake right now. The more time that you put into BS, it's time taken away that you could be putting into really trying to help. You understand? So for those who discredit this family about the GoFundMe, the whatever, keep doing what you're doing. You know, I pray for you. I hope God change your heart and your mind or whatnot. But it don't pain, like the suffering and all that don't last always. It's a hell of a lot to go through, but you will shine. So to the whole Alexis Ware family, I salute you, I commend you, and I send my peace and blessings to you all, because you're doing a fantastic job at what you do. And how can anyone tell you that you're doing less when they haven't been in your shoes? How can anyone tell you that you're doing less? How can anybody tell you why you're not doing searches? Like, you can literally make the police department bring out their dogs, bring out their helicopters at the time and place that you want them to. You understand? It's a lot behind the scenes that nobody knows that family is doing. It's a lot behind the scenes that no one really knows besides the family, and people close to the family know that what they're doing behind the scenes. And I commend you, because you're not even boasting or bragging or putting it out there about every little inkling of what you're doing. You're staying focused to the task, and that is about bringing Alexis home. So to all the minions and to all the people that hated and downplayed on this family and spoke the worst to witches and warlocks and all this stuff, man, sometimes take a look in the mirror. Take a look in the mirror. What if that was your mother? What if that was your daughter? Imagine waking up every day praying for news to come on that telephone or that cell phone, and every time that phone rang, you're thinking it's the detective, and it's not. And every time you look into those babies' eyes, it's a form of your daughter, because from the kids that comes from their mother, they look just like her. They may act, they may say words just like her, and that can bring pain or joy to the mom all at the same time. It could be painful to hear certain words that the daughter may say that she sounds just like her mother. It can bring excitement and joy to her also to hear and see her granddaughter grow and recite things just like her mother, to catch things just like her mother, her son to catch things just like his mother. You know, so it could be painful and it can be joyful all at the same time, because even though that she's not there, her kids are there, and she is there in spirit, whether alive or not alive. But we're always going to scream that she is in good health and is alive, regardless if it's a year from now, 2 years from now. I don't care if the uncle, the aunt, the cousins, everybody thinks that she may be gone. I will never say that, because I've seen things that was no possibilities to show for life. And I seen life. I seen things that's undescribable, and God shined this light and showed that it is possible. There are people that have been missing for years that the light has just now been shined upon. That shows that they're still alive. So I will always give hope. Always give hope. Even when there's no hope, I will still keep hope. I will still keep my prayers and my blessings, and I'm sending my blessings to you all, and keep hope alive. And until then, this is your boy Drop from Gotthedroptv. Hit that like and that subscribe and that notification bell button so you can always get the drop when I get the drop. I send peace and blessings to the whole Alexis Ware family, and for anybody, hashtag bring Lex home. BLH, bring Lex home. You know, for those that are new to the channel, I've been following this case for a very long time. It's not about who started first or who finished last. If your heart is in the right place, it's going to remain in the right place. It's not about views. It's not about my money big. I'm not looking for credit. I'm not looking for nothing, because I pray to God that if I was in that situation, that somebody would help me. And you know, so I can just go from there, and I'm going to continue doing what I did. So to the whole Alexis Ware family, I send my peace and blessings, and I appreciate that you hold strength and that you don't let this thing get to you. And I pray that she is brought home in good health. I pray for you, those babies, and everyone else. And until then, till the next live or the next video I post, peace and blessings to you all, and have a wonderful day. Good evening.